that's another thing. Being visual, being out here and attracting people, that's the biggest plus being on social media and marketing. So you want to make sure you always, I stay away from it because, I'm disabled and one day I'm going to claim my disability, so I can't be on the internet. One of these days, I'm claiming it. So, as soon as they, you know how they do, the first thing they do is they go to social media. So, so I have to this next year coming up, I have to kind of like, hey, not being so visible. So on social media. So when I do go through that process, uh, they'll say, hey, you ain't nothing wrong with you. You got
Mm-hmm.
yes, it is. I go to the doctor every month, and he tells me exactly what's going on with me. He told me yesterday. He said, yeah. He said the left side of your heart is 30%. He said, but we ain't gonna even talk about the right side. That
Mm.
thing is shot. And I'm like, imagine your doctor telling you that. He said, man, your right side, that thing is shot. So, you know,
I'd have told him, well, I guess you're just all sunshine and roses, aren't you?
hey, but you know what? I rather for them to give it to me like it is instead of
I would too.
sugarcoat it
I would too.
and have them telling me, "Oh yeah, Mr. Nix, you're doing so good. Just keep coming back, and yeah, we can't look forward to you next week." I
Mm-hmm.
bet you do. So, so that's what's going on in my life. But that just because I can't be visual out there, that doesn't mean you can't. Man, you should be taking advantage of it out there. A lot of these guys aren't really. And then what I learned from my mentor is even if there's a million videos out there, it's not you. You can every day there's a new video on YouTube that comes up and start taking the headlines. Some of them are redone videos. Let's go with Fund My Cause. Fund My Cause. I'm gonna tell you some of I spell cause wrong. Some of the best results that I ever got. Now, is it quantity? No. Is it quality? Yes. And the reason why I say it's quality is these guys that's on YouTube are movers and shakers. These guys are movers and shakers. This guy right here, I talked to him last night. I was on the phone with him about 1 o'clock, talking to Mark, telling me about himself and all that good stuff, great stuff. I think he's in Montana. Grew up on the farm, lived on the farm. He said that the closest neighbor was about 5 acres away, so you couldn't just go and, hey mom, I'm next door, kind of deal. And he made sure that all his kids grew up the same way. They couldn't just ride their bike to the 7-Eleven or whatever and hang out. So, but one thing and you see, this guy, this stuff that he's doing, this guy is really prolific on the internet, on YouTube. Not very technical, not all that, but every day he told me that every day while he's doing this chart, he's just inside his head thinking, and then he sees different ways and just trying to figure this thing out. And while he's doing it, he decides to share it with everybody else because maybe some people are out there thinking the same thing. He's just a regular guy that people can really relate to. Don't use a lot of fancy words, just keeps it simple. And you can tell that he's from the old school because not many people get on these whiteboards these days and just really, back in the day it used to be the flip chart. Remember the flip chart?
Oh
You get
yeah.
in front of the room and you draw those X's and O's. He's doing the same thing. He's bringing it back. Not everything is reinvented, refurbished um, stuff out here, but people tend to forget the stuff that was solid and really worked. With technology, now you can get the key to success in marketing your opportunity or what you're doing or your advertisement. is getting in front of as many people as you can possibly get into front of. If you're going to do a presentation or if you're going to do a breakdown of something, you or letting people know what your business is all about, you do. If you're doing it to one person, what I do is I try to call a webinar, and that way, instead of me saying it to just Ray or just Miss Bonita, hopefully, 5, 6, 7, 8 people will show up on this webinar, and I can speak it to 10, 20, 30 people. That's my goal, is to put the business in front of as many people as you could possibly do. You know, you making phone calls and three ways are great as well, and those are things that are needed. So if you're not making phone calls, you're not doing three ways, then there's another technique that people, you get online, and all these funnel builders and gurus, they talk bad about the three-way call. But I'm gonna tell you, without a doubt, when the next new deal comes or something new falls in their hand, look, they're going to call their top three people. They're getting ready to get them on the phone with their big heavy hitter or their partner, and they're going to explain to them what they have. Look, John, look, this is what we got. We're about to make a move, and we just want Tim. Can you explain it to him? Tim comes on. Tim explains it to him and gives them the details. And then at the end of the call, they leverage John. They say, John, look, you know us, you know our team, you know how we work. Do you want a position? That's it. And they do that with everybody. Yeah, some of them do have funnel systems and they have all this, but I'm telling you, when they go get their people, they already know who they want to talk to and who they're going to position. And this is how you do the same thing. Utilizing your three-way, utilizing your friends, your circle of friends, your teammates. Always be looking for people to pair up with so you can start doing some of this same type of action that these guys at the top do every day. I was in a power meeting all day yesterday. Get your seat at the table. Get your seat at the table, because when they roll, you roll. Sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it's about other people. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Who do you know? Who do you know that's making things happen in a big way? Somebody that you admire, somebody that you see that's working hard out here in the industry that you want to be in. Who is it that you know? Find a way to get in under their mentorship, their coaching, their teaching, just connecting, calling and talking to them. Look, I talk to Tom every day. When I get off this call right here, guess what? Do 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 do. Hey, what you doing? What's going on? All right. Hey, who? I got so and so. Are you free later today at 3 o'clock? Yes. Every day I'm putting somebody on the phone with Tom. If I'm not putting somebody on the phone with Tom, hey Lonnie, who you got over there? I got Mr. Kimball. All right, me and Tom are gonna call. What time are you gonna talk to Mr. Kimball? We're probably gonna talk around 5 o'clock. All right, hit me up and I'm gonna call Tom and we get on the phone with Mr. Kimball. That's it. Then Tom has a 90% closing rate. I have a 90% closing rate. We got Lonnie on. We got Mr. Kimball. We do this all day long. All day long. There's no emails going out. There's no funnel systems. And look, guys, I'm not talking about that. Those are added great things. If you're weak and you need extra help, those are added great things. But I'm telling you, I'm old school. And what I've learned is if I could take those old school techniques, I'm an offline marketer by trade since 1991. Excel, you name it, every opportunity seeker. I even created some of my own programs out there. That's how much I believe in network marketing in the industry. Always building big teams, always going to different opportunities, and keep having to move and change all the time. I decided to stop investing in the companies and things like that and start investing in my team. That's the reason why you hear so much Team 30K, Team 30K, Team 30K, Team 30K. It's all about the team and who you know and who you rocking with on your team. If you can change those things and get some of the key people on your team, then guess what? Your income will go from $50 a month to ten to $20,000 a month. It will happen for you. It might take you a few years to do it, but guess what? Long as you ain't working for nobody, long as your wife ain't working for nobody, your cars and house and stuff is being paid for, your bills and your lights, and you could travel and do what you want when you want to do it, then guess what? To me, that's success in its own right. That's success. As long as you control your own destiny, and you do, as long as you are on this call and you continue to stay plugged in and stay under the mentorship and coaching of your team leaders, and utilizing some of the stuff that they're giving you. Make sure you get yourself visible, yourself seen, because people look for the leaders. And where are the leaders found? They're found on YouTube. Been talking to this guy right here. Been talking to him. Me and him got his phone number. Me and him pretty close. He calls me brother. When they call you brother, you know you're good. No, I'm just playing. But then you got Charles Marquardt right here, and then you have Nikki right here. And even if they're not in my membership or in my direct line,
well, I'll put that right over here. Just so.
I want to listen and see what they're talking about, because everybody has some knowledge out here to add to your knowledge. But this lady, Nikki Love, first what I would do is I would see if she has any information right here, okay? If she doesn't have any information, she's got a little title, she's doing a little bit of something. She's got 798 views. Nikki Love, when did she make this? It says 12/21/2016. So that was around Christmas time. She's not a lot of views, but she's got a decent amount of views. And this is all she did was took a conference call or a sit-in presentation for Daniel Butts, and she actually got that. But now look, one thing she failed to do is she failed to put her links or anything that tracks back to her right here on a training call. Training calls are leverage. You don't have to be the one giving the training. You don't have to be the one. How come you guys never have? I don't see any training calls or anything from my calls from any of our members. Why? Why? Because you don't go? Most of you guys show up all the time. And not just what I put out or anybody else puts out. You go to a training call, even a conference call can be recorded. And you use that material to leverage. You use it in a capture page, or you could just go up there and just put your little webinar presentation, training, blah, blah, blah. There's other people that want to listen in. There's new people that come to YouTube that are searching YouTube all the time that's listening in. How come your call isn't up here with your link tracking back to you? And then let's just say, well, Sam, I put out calls all the time to help other people on the team. That's great, and we need that. That's what we need. Everybody should be team players. Everybody should be making videos to support the team, whether it's a back office breakdown, going through the back office and showing people. Everybody on this call should have a back office breakdown of you going through here explaining what you see and what you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be in sync. It doesn't have to have none of that stuff. The whole purpose is it's you and nobody else, because that's what attracts you. You attract your voice. Females, where's the females? There's no females in Phone My Calls? None. Where they at? They don't represent. woman power, girl power. You was coming out when the presidency was out there, and you was talking about this and talking about that. I know you're here. I can't see you. And then there's people out there that will follow you, especially the ladies. If you're out there putting in work and showing people how to do things, but on here, make sure you get your links in. And then this person, Nikki Love, this might be a real name, it might not be a real name, I don't know. But what we do is we go over here to Facebook. We want to get a little closer. If she's Nikki Love over there, guess what? She's Nikki Love over here. So you go to Facebook. You don't always have to add them as a friend, but you know, my San Juan's Corner is I have 5,000 friends on my other one. They're all network marketers. Some of them are family. I only have 951 friends over here, so it doesn't matter to me. She lines up to what I need. Nikki Love, she's a mover and a shaker. She makes things happen. She has the ingredients of a winner, the person that I like to connect to. So she's fulfilled my qualifications, just that easy. And if not, guess what? I'm gonna find out what's going on with Nikki Love. Oops, this guy I found on there. Let me get back over here. Paste. Get back to Nikki Love. All right. Oh, Nikki Love. I done missed it. Where are you at? Here we go. Nikki Love. Now that ain't the same Nikki Love. What happened to my Nikki Love? People. Okay, there she is. I had to go to people. And you guys know up here you can toggle and change things if you're looking for groups, if you're looking for pages and all that. So this is the Nikki Love right here. We have 5 mutual friends. So I want to see who our mutual friends are. See who they are. We got Glenna, Daniel Butts, we got Barbara, and we got William, and we got Ed. I haven't talked to Ed in a minute. I haven't talked to Barbara in a minute. So I might check them out and see what they're doing. See if they're doing Fund My Cause. Because I know I have leverage with them. I talk to them all the time before. So Nikki Love is over here. So what I will send Nikki a message saying, hey, just got off of YouTube and loved your training video. And just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Don't go, hey, I'm reaching out to you, giving a whole rundown and Christmas coming and we're gonna buy our kids some toys, and just keep it simple. Hey, just saw your video and loved it. Raise them up. Give them some accolades. You were great. What else do you do? Or I'm in Fund My Cause too. That's after you get into the jargon. And you're saying, well, Sam, she's already in Fund My Cause. Yeah, she is. Will she always be in Fund My Cause? I don't know. Is she getting teaching and training and coaching? I don't know. Who does she run with? Who are the people that she's connected to? I need to connect with them. This is network marketing. Network marketing. If you're not doing it every day, reaching out and ABC, always be connecting. If you're not always connecting to other folks, then guess what? You become a part of the NFL club. No friends. Just because you don't have friends, like in your local, and some of your bridges with your family's been burnt, that doesn't mean you can't create new relationships. And how can you do it? Find people, movers and shakers. Go seek them out. Go find what they're doing. Listen to them. This guy, Ryan Conley, good guy, high power guy, movers and shaker. He moves a little bit too much for me. So, but still connect to him. Or go connect to the people who follow him. Because if they following him, they are serious about what they're doing, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. This guy is everywhere when it comes to Bitcoin. Multiple streams. Doesn't have just one stream. He has several streams of Bitcoin things that he does. But I told you guys about establishing baskets. Before you move, to one basket, another basket, you need to establish this basket. How do you establish it? Well, it's a simple 2 by 2. That means the power of two, multiplication. You working with two people, helping those two people get two people. If you've already got your two people, then guess what? That's success. But what you need to do is you need to go within your tree and find those people who don't have two people. You need to find those people who don't have two people. And I'm going to tell you, that's a lot of people. A lot of people. I don't know if this chart used to show when you didn't have, it would show your numbers. I think it would show your numbers. Is that right, Ray? You know? Didn't it show your zeros and your heroes? Maybe not. Let me look at this matrix tree. Okay, this matrix tree.
You have to look at your tree view. You have to look at your tree view. Yeah.
Okay. And then I have to drop it down?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay, yep. I see how it goes. But that one looks good, but I like this one. I like this one a little bit better, and I think this one will make you work harder. But this one right here is gonna make you work harder. But this, you get to see zeros. You see these zeros? Okay. You see these people, level 2s, level 1s, level 3s. Well, what happens is if there's nobody under them, and I'm gonna click on Shama Mills, and he's a level 2. Okay. So I just went a little bit deeper into his matrix. So you look over here, Shama has no right side. And he has this left side over here. And Coach Van, he's a big time player out of North Carolina. I was number 3 on the leaderboard with Rockin' Residual. He was number 1, and Michael Colucci was number 3 in Rockin' Residual. This was a 20-cent matrix, 14 levels deep, and I had over 1,000 people, and I think I was making like $1,000 a month with that program. But I had over 1,000 people in there, and I was only making $1,000 a month. Look, in this system right here, I probably have about a little bit over 100 people, and I'm making over $1,000 a month. Do you guys see the difference with working smarter and working not having to build to 14 levels and getting paid more on each level? Those are people out there selling, $2 opportunities, but then you got to bring in 80,000 people. What's the likelihood? Think about the programs that you've been in, and what's the likelihood of you bringing in 80,000 people? It's not gonna happen. Everybody is only the average. If we took the average, if the average is 1.5, and we're gracious enough to say we're gonna give you 2 people. If the average person can get 2 people, and if you go to the mirror and you go, and it fogs up, then if you're breathing, 9 times out of 10, you're below average. Why? Because 97% of people are. They can't go get 2 people. So if it's a 3 by, a 5 by, a 6 by, where you need to be, you need to be in a 2 by. And some of us need a 1 by. Just get 1 person and call it a day. Some of us might need to be looking for 1 buys or 0 buy. You know what I mean? Some of us might need don't get in a program where no recruiting is no. Matter of fact, don't even do network marketing matrices. Just do affiliate marketing. If you do affiliate marketing, then you have a product and you just go out there with your spam list like you do and just go and spam it and see who orders a product. If 10 people order a product at $10, you made $100, and you do that every day. That's what I would do. I would stop leave network marketing alone. Leave multi-level marketing alone. Just go to affiliate marketing. There are so many types of marketing out here online that you can do. Maybe you're in the wrong field. Just like in the job market. I was in the trucking industry at one time. I was into the cable industry at one time. I was into man, I done it. Look, I'm like one of them Jamaican guys. I done almost everything under the sun, from high level to low level. Those jobs, I done them. And when I was driving the truck, I had a degree, and I said, man, I shouldn't be here. Then when I went and worked into the corporate world and was wearing a shirt and tie every day, and then I looked at my bank account, I said, man, I shouldn't be here. So when I finally released myself, unplugged from the matrix, and finally got into the entrepreneurship, I've been doing that a long time, since I was a little guy, from yard sales to cutting lawns to newspapers. So it's always been in my blood. Flea markets, I would go from flea markets from North Carolina all the way down to Georgia, all the way over to Pensacola, and I would do that every weekend. Every other weekend, I would do that. North Carolina, Georgia, Pensacola. You say, Sam, why would you do that? I was making $10,000 a week. Why would you not do it? I was making $10,000 a week. I was burning up the road. Guess what? I was single, didn't have to worry about nobody but me. I would leave North Carolina, end up in Warner Robins, Georgia, over there at Smiley's Flea Market, and boy, then I move from there and go right over to Pensacola to their flea market, and then head on back to North Carolina, and then the next week, I would do it every 2 weeks, because I have to get my inventory right. I have to get all my stuff that I sold, and go do some more shopping and buy low and sell high, that type of stuff. I was doing that, so it was no problem for me to do that. But there had to be a better way. That was too much for a person to sustain for a long period of time. So I need to leverage other people's time and have them working for me. Oops, did I put out the secret? There it is, network marketing. While I'm sleeping, guess what? Somebody put somebody in over here. But the beauty of this Fund My Cause is they get paid. They get paid, so that way it's more likely, now that they made their money back, their success. One person, it's success. And that's what I love about this. But what do we have to do to sustain this now that we've gotten here? Well, we have to go back. We have to taproot. We have to look within our downline and support the zeros. Find the people. If they're not gonna do Fund My Cause, then guess what? Let's replace them. Let's replace them. Let's work hard. You say, Sam, how did I do that? You can go up a few levels and work with those people. Say like Sharma Mills, and then I see this guy Coach, and if I can get in contact with them, you say, well, I don't have their numbers. Well, you click on this thing right here. Well, no, not there. Let me go back. Can I go back? I'm trying to think. Can you actually see their phone numbers? Maybe not on this one. Can you see their phone numbers, Ray, on these? No? Well, what I would do is...
I've never been able to find it, no.
Okay. What I would do is I would try to find them on Facebook, try to find them on YouTube. Facebook, or I would go look for them on, let's go right here. Let's see this, Coach Van Loo. Copy. And then go to Facebook. You got to do a little work. Like I said, it ain't going to just fall into your lap. I'm going to go with, take this Coach out and go with Van Loo. So Michael Van Loo, this is him right here. I see all his friends. These are my friends. He's a network marketer. This guy right here he's in North Carolina, so I know that's him. So I'm just gonna send him a friend request. He's in NXG, make something. He's into a health program right here. That's what he's doing right there. But then once I stalk him down, I'm just playing. Once I find him, and I go to YouTube and see if he's a mover and a shaker. Let's see. There he is right there. He got 6 videos. Let me go see what his videos is about. What is he talking about? Millionaire maker.
Hello there, I'm Marshall Silver. I seldom wear t-shirts, yet when I do, it's always a CoachVan.com t-shirt.
CoachVan.com. So then I will go to CoachVan.com and see what he's talking about. Coach Van. And the only reason why I'm showing you guys is this is what I do. This is what I do, and this is why I get results. This is why I'm connecting to the right people. This is the reason why I can go to any deal and make money and know I can do it. Because I do the same thing. I've learned the skills to pay the bills. And so can you. But if you're thinking you're going to go sign up on any deal and get behind somebody, get some spillover, and sit there for the next 10 years, it ain't happening. Reality check. It's not happening. How do you know, Sam? I've been doing this, and I tried it. And I've seen other people who've tried it. And I continue to see people every day who's still trying it, and it doesn't work. It gets you a little bit of gratification. It gets you a right now. And it gets you for a few weeks. But it's not sustainable. You have to buckle down and learn this stuff. All the little things making you a better person, building better relationships. You have to start to do it. It's all about the people. It's not about the systems. It's not about the products. There's so many cures to cancers out here, the greatest thing since chocolate milk. There's so many of those things, and there'll be some new things tomorrow. Can you make some money, some fast money? Yes, you can. But this residual income comes with building, like building a house. You got to start from the foundation. You got to get some of the right people working with you. And if you get them here, you have 2, and you work with them, your job when you get people here, I saw this guy right here. Your job is when you get the people here is to create as many success stories that fall under you. How do you do it? I don't know. Figure it out. You need to get with those people that fell up under you, and you need to figure it out. Don't beg them, don't drag them, don't plead them, but connect to them and work with the ones that are willing. Find out. Hey, Lena, what's your expectations of being here and Fund My Cause? Is this short term or long term? Are you ready to plug in and connect with one another and work hard each day? Can I call you and let's talk about a few things? Let's get serious. This is what it's all about, you guys. If you continue to do that, and let you guys know, yes, there is Bitcoin funding team. So what? We're not stopping building our Fund My Cause. What happened is it's a repositioning. Now you can reconstruct your stuff the way you want to, and you can be more selective of letting people come in to your deal, because over here we didn't do that. We signed up our brother, we signed up our mother, we signed up our dog, and we signed up our wives. What are they going to do? They can't bring 2, and they ain't going to bring 2. Then you start looking, this is how you end up with a side over here that has no people. So you telling me you came into a deal and you didn't get, did you get 2 people? Did you get 2 people? Well, it said you had two people. It shows two people. No, it says you're on a level 2. That doesn't mean you got two people. So according to this thing, Shama Mills never got two people. And you see what his matrix looks like, right? He's not balanced. He has nothing working for him. So um, that's not going to work. And you know what's going to happen? If everybody on there doesn't go and balance out. See, look at my top tier. This is my top tier. I'm not afraid to show you guys. I got 2 weak links right here. You see this weak link? This is my door. How can I tell you guys about something that's wrong if I don't? How did you know it's wrong, Sam? Because I did it and it didn't work, and and I tried it. And I'm gonna tell you guys, instead of you guys going to do it, don't do what I did. I've learned. Don't do it. Friend that had no intention of actually really doing the business, he just felt like, hey, he would pay $50 to get me and Lena off of his back, so he paid it. You guys have to be more selective. We can leave that spot open. We're not in. It's not a race. It's not a race. The race isn't given to the swift, but to the one that endures. You got to stay in the fight. Many of people are going to fall away. But how bad do you want this thing called Bitcoin? It's the most prolific currency going on out there. The fiat currency, as we know it, is starting to deplenish. Things are changing at lightning speed. Bitcoin is already to be talked about in the next 3 years to be anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 in value. I don't know what it's going to be really. I just have faith in what it is right now and what it's doing. And I know that my goal is to get at least 1 Bitcoin for each one of my grandkids. There's 9 of them right now. Now, next year, I don't know, it might be 18. And, they double up every now and then. But, everybody gets 2. But right now, I got 9 grandkids, and see, I just spoke another one in existence, 10. So it must be one coming next year. So I got 9 grandkids, and I need to get at least everybody a Bitcoin. Not for what it's worth today. Not for what it's worth in the next week and the next month. For what I really believe it's going to be worth in the next 10 to 20 years. This is a chance for me to change the legacy that I didn't invest in while I was running the road and traveling and making all my money. I wasn't investing into my legacy. Wasn't worried about tomorrow. Just because it doesn't come for you doesn't mean it won't be here for them. What are you going to do? Think about if your grandfather or great grandfather had done something for your family. Just $1,000 or $100 in the right place with the right vehicle. I really believe that Bitcoin is the right vehicle to put $1,000, 500 to 400, and let it sit for years and years to come and see exactly what it'll bring for your family. And then, if nothing else, wealth without risk is unheard of. What if it doesn't yield anything? Well, they can't say you didn't try. But I can honestly say that my grandfather never tried. I can honestly say that. My mom and dad didn't put anything away from me. I can honestly say that. So don't let them say that about you. Don't let them say that about you, that you didn't care enough to leave them something, to put something away for them. So that's what I wanted to talk about this morning, you guys. We'll probably circle the wagon maybe later on this afternoon. This is going to be my last day doing these 9 o'clocks or morning calls or whatever. If we do something, like I said, I'm not going to leave nobody on the lurch. We'll probably do something at random times, different times. If we see a need that people need more instruction, what we got to do right now is we got to go back to work. We got to reposition ourselves, fill in some holes. We got to do some cleaning up, some supporting the structure. I got to go get 2 people to replace these 2 people right here, so I got to go to work. Gonna be doing some three ways, some different things, and just going inside your downline and tap rooting to see what's going on. Oh, Ray still looking good, still looking tight. Hey, we got to put some people under these people to make sure, because if guess what, nobody is ever out of any money when you're in Fund My Cause, because you can't go to the next level unless you're like Lonnie. Unless you're like Lonnie, you can never lose money. See, Lonnie went to the next. He went to stage 4 because he was scared people was gonna pass him, and maybe I'm wrong for using him as an example, but hey, it's the true life story, and I don't want to tell you guys no fibs, so I'm not gonna make nothing up. So Lonnie went to the 4th level. I think it was the 4th level or the 3rd level. One of them, the 4th or the 3rd. He went before his time. He never had 2 people give him 2 gifts. So you know what's going to happen the next month? He's going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to make a decision to come out of his pocket, $200, I think it was, or get off that level. Leave that level alone, because he's not going to receive no payments. So you have to actually also look inside your matrix. For me, myself, I'm only a 3. I'm not going to level 4 and pay nobody no whole Bitcoin if I don't have no level 3 people on my level 3. I only have a few level 3 people. If I get a couple more, then I'm going to go up. Until then, it's not moving fast enough. You got to see how your thing is moving in order to scale up. If not, you continue to stay on that level where you're at and just continue to build. I see Matthew Aaron, he's a big mover and shaker. Linda is doing something right. I don't know what she's doing, but she needs to keep on doing it. That part is starting to build. Matthew's got a few people coming down. They're taking this thing seriously. What you can do is go into your matrix, see who's taking it seriously, and then go in and help those people. Support them where you can. Get their links if you can. Find them on Facebook. Find them on YouTube. Connect to the people that's working here with you, because you have a leverage. Hey, I'm your upline. I just want to help you. Now you build a relationship with these people. Let's just say, see, Matthew is a mover and shaker. I don't know him. Coach is a mover and shaker. He put 2 people in, and I don't even know if he put those 2 people in, because look, it looks like they're flowing through him right here, because if he put those 2 people, this next person would have went right here. Well, I don't know if he put Temple McKay in. He might have put Temple McKay in, and then Temple went out and got another person. But Coach, being the person he is, he should have had 2 people right there already. So something is telling me that, I don't know what's going on. That's my time to reach out to him and say, hey, can I help you? What's going on? What can I do to help you and get you started? Because what your key to success is, you want to keep this thing balanced all the way down. Team Nick's that's my wife, and I built that down there under her. So look, I got these 2 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to replace those people. Hey, I see Dale has fell out. Tom. Dale Nash is gone. Or you guys, they don't actually fall out they don't actually fall out. Once they're paid, they're always there. And then they can come back in, I believe, once they pay their subscription, they can come back in. So they're always there. So what you got to do is you got to build a whole nother side right there, right below them, because in your matrix, it's going to show them right there. Unless I'm wrong about the compression. It says that it compresses up. So we'll see. We'll see. Anybody been watching their back office to see if the compression's actually been compressing up for the people that maybe you didn't have anybody, and then the next month? I think we've been in. Some of you guys might just be getting into the month and a half, maybe not the 2 months just yet. So you guys can see how easy, what the difference between a month or 2 can do. Everybody has the big eyes and the big stomach and the big purse and the big ear syndrome. They really come in with all this excitement, and then after a month, you get to see what's really going on. Most of these people are working the $2 deal, the $5 deal. This person has a new person right here, came under Rose. Rose done fell out. She done went from position to position. She was over in one position in another leg, then she came over here in another leg, and then now she done fell out all. And then she brought one person in as a lead. Somehow she got a lead, and then that person never signed up. So they're not even following up with their people. And there it goes. But even though this thing is in shambles, it's still more than I would have had last month if I didn't do anything. And now, if I want to sustain that $1,000 a month, a little bit over 1,000 that I made, then I'm gonna have to go back in, and I'm gonna have to help some people. I don't get paid off of these people. These people that I'm replacing, these are people that came up that forced you guys. I only have 6 people that pay me, that will ever pay me. 6 people, the same 6 people. And so right now I'm making that $1,000 I think off of three people. Might have been 3. Yeah, 3. I don't know. Let me see. Let's go look. And then you guys, you can jump in anytime you guys have any questions. I'm basically done for this morning. I said I probably might do something later on. We still want to continue to train on this back office and teaching and showing people what they need to do. The blockchain, Coinbase. Somebody told me, and they said it yesterday, that the Coinbase was like your checking account and your blockchain is your savings account. Get your stuff set up. You should have 2 accounts. You should have a blockchain and you should have a Coinbase. And let me tell you, every person that comes under you or signs up, even if they don't sign up with Fund My Cause or whatever, if they're people that you know, just tell them, say, hey, let me help you get a Coinbase wallet. Let me send you my link. I want to get you this wallet because look, Bitcoin is about to explode, so you're going to be needing some Bitcoin, and I want you to be ready when it happens. So you set them up, send them your link for Coinbase, and then they sign up. As soon as they make $100 worth of transactions, or however it goes, you're going to get $10, and they're going to get $10. If you set up 10 people to do that, and they do $100 worth of transactions, well, shoot, if they sign up for Fund My Cause, if they receive 50 and send 50, that's at least $100 worth of transactions, right? So you get paid $10. If you put 100 people in and you sign them up, or maybe not put them in, but at least open up 100 wallets, and they did eventually $10 worth of transactions, then that's 10 times 100 is what? $1,000. Well, look, 1,000 a day, 1,000 tomorrow, 10 here, 10 there, 10 everywhere. It still adds up. That's the moral of the story. So there's more than one way for an entrepreneur to make money in this deal. Go set up some Bitcoin, some Coinbase wallets. Hey, dude, you on Coinbase? You do Bitcoin? Even if go inside the groups and where people are doing Bitcoin and ask them, hey, do you have a Coinbase wallet? No. Well, shoot, this is the best thing since chocolate milk. I think if you should probably consider Coinbase. Do whatever you gotta do. Sell it. If a man that don't work, don't fish, don't eat. That's my own version. If you're not fishing and you're not going out here and sharing and telling people about some things that you know is sure so you can make some money, then guess what? You're not going to have the $1,000 a month. You're not. It's not going to happen to you just by following on the people. There's a bunch of people that fell onto me that thought that, oh, Sam's just going to bring all these people. No. I'm bringing people and I'm teaching people and I'm showing them how to build. We build. We don't just attract, because when we attract and they don't do, then guess what? My power to attract them on the next deal diminishes. I need to create success with my team members. I can't do that by letting thousands of people. I have to work and build. That's how I do. It's not a race for me. It's not a race. If I'm satisfied. I'm not satisfied. I'm lying when I say I'm satisfied. I can deal with $1,000 a month extra in my household from my cause. That's cool with me until Daniel or somebody kicks me out. You know, which I don't understand why they would kick you out if you're just paying an admin fee for their platform and you're bringing in your cause and people are donating to you. That right there to me doesn't see how you would kick people out unless they were just scandalizing your name and slashing your company and doing some stuff like that. But anybody can open up a different cause somewhere else. If I support the Cancer Institute and then guess what? They find out that I did something with the Salvation Army and gave them some support and donations. Do they tell me I can't come over here? And that doesn't make any sense to me, but everybody doesn't think like that. 1 minute is not a business. 1 minute you're not the owner, and then the next minute you are the owner. What is it? I don't know. Do you own it or don't you own it? Or are you the person that implemented it and provided the system, the platform? It's not ownership. It's a community thing. Everybody here is part owner. You have the luxury of utilizing the facilities as your own. You are your own donating cause. And this is how you get people to come in. It's through your cause. You're just using somebody else's building or somebody else's equipment to continue to get more money for your cause. And as long as you're doing that and you make sure you're paying that person what they're just due for the use of their equipment, then what does it really matter? It doesn't. So that's why I can't believe there's a lot of people stirring up the pots and saying this, that, and the third. If those people want to go to places and do other things, there's no ownership of people. You guys aren't my people. I don't own you. We're a community. We work together. If you decide you want to go somewhere else, I'm not going to snatch you out of groups and put you in different places and all that. That's your business. Who you want to listen to is your business. Just like I said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And in closing, I always say, if I don't see you at the top, I'll see you from the top. But I'm still going to do what I do, whether you do what you need to do or not. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to try to help you do whatever you do a little bit better and a little bit more efficient with what I know and what I've been able to do. As long as I'm sharing that, I feel like I'm doing the best things. I'm being ethical and I'm being moral. I'm being transparent and I'm being upfront with everybody and let them know that this is what I do. I believe in multiple streams of income, but this is another thing I believe in, establishing a basket before you go to a whole bunch of other baskets. I feel within my heart to hearts that I've established a basket. It might not be the 84 coins that everybody is talking about, but what I need out of it is somewhere in my household an extra $500 to $1,000. And I've achieved it, and as long as I continue to fix the holes and continue to take care of the leaks when they happen, continue to work with you guys, and you guys will continue to build your teams, don't quit. Do not quit. Do not move. Do not stop. If you see that you're not getting payments and that level is starting to level off, be proactive. Then, yeah, you don't have to pay for that level that month, but get yourself back to that level. How do you do it? Look within your downline, see where your weak spots are, and go to work. Help those people grow and get back to where you need to go, because this thing is just going to get even better as time goes on. You just got to be able to stick and stay to get your pay. Make sure you stick and stay to get your pay. Don't run away. Stay right here, right now, with the people that you're rolling with, the people on this call. You guys, you can open up if you got any questions, anything. If not, then we're going to say I do, bid I do. Lonnie said he don't mind me talking about it. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, you guys, it's 10 o'clock, and I guess we'll see, my medicine just started beeping. It's time for me to go. But we'll see you guys, and look for the next meeting next time to come together. Like I said, these 9 o'clocks, I've done my time. I started 45 days ago, I believe, and I said I was going to do this to the 15th of February. That was last month, starting that last month, and every morning I've been here, every afternoon I've been here, I've done it. So now it's up to you guys. We're going to continue to have calls and continue to have things, but we want to bring in some other people to support us to get those things done. And we're going to have fun rock and roll with Bitcoin this year. You guys be blessed, and we'll see you later.